What's going on, guys? I was literally just thinking about just the journey, the transformation in which I have been on this last year, and like sometimes we don't even realise how far we come until we stop and take reflection and look back. It's only a couple of years ago when I was addicted to the drugs, cocaine, alcohol and stuff like that. And now how I live my life, it's just absolutely tenfold, just to think how much I have changed, and I've got to give a lot of that to the highest, power up top, because at the end of the day, if it wasn't for, God, or however you want to look at it, your higher self, then I would never have, I wouldn't be in this position now, you know what I mean? And just think how much clearer I'm thinking, my mind, everything, like even just like looking at my face and everything, because obviously when you do drink alcohol, what it does, a spirit enters your body, hence why they call it spirits, and it just drags you down. It basically taints your soul. It is not good for your soul. So I always used to look and think to myself, I was having a good time, but I was always that type of person that when I did drink, it changed me. Do you know what I mean? But it didn't change me for the better. And that doesn't mean to say that I was violent or, but I didn't like who I became. And then that's when I started to get the urges with the drugs and stuff like that. And a lot of you people out there can probably relate to this, But I'm just so grateful and thankful that I had my awakening. But it weren't even so much just the awakening. I wanted to change, because I said to myself, it's either now or never, do you know what I mean? Because I just didn't want to get stuck in that perpetual cycle. Because how many people do that, where they just get stuck in that same routine of going round like a fucking guinea pig on a fucking hamster wheel? You know what I mean? Pardon my language, but it is what it is. And, you've got to make that decision for yourself. And only you will know when that time is right, So, and for me, it's just like, looking back now, like, I always look at it like this and think to myself, that for the version that I'm going to be, who I'm turning into, who I'm going to become, who I already am now, and who I'm going to evolve and level up and become this better, greater version of myself, that old version of myself, there's no room for him anymore. For he's dead, he's gone, And that doesn't mean to say, oh, Danny's gone, he's dead, but that version of how I used to operate, the routines, the thought patterns, the bad habits, they no longer exist. And I'm very, very, very grateful for that. But I have to give power to myself as well, because God resides in me and he resides in you. So you've got the power to do anything in your life, but it all starts from making that one conscious decision. Even just getting up in the morning and showing gratitude, like I say on a lot of my videos. Paddy and Willow are kicking off here. They're having a good wrestle. They're not bothered. They're just embodying being who they are, which is what? A dog, But yeah, I just wanted to get this quick video out there. Anyone out there that's struggling with abuse, problems, drugs, It's been nearly 2 years now for me, and honestly, it's the best decision I've ever made, because it's just onwards and upwards for me now, moving on to bigger and greater things, because it's amazing when you put the shit down, like whatever your issues are, you make so much room for your mind to think. But not only that, you make so much room for new things to come into your life, because you just you don't even realize and think to yourself that something that was giving you temporary comfort for that moment, that small moment of time where that was giving you a little bit of comfort, in the long term, it was creating a shit show for you with the problems, because I remember I used to get on it on a Friday or a Saturday, and then you'd only start coming round, like say a Tuesday, Wednesday, you'd start feeling half normal. Come Thursday, oh, I'm perking up again, and then Friday, you think in your head you're completely clear, and you start repeating that perpetual cycle. And there's so many lads who I know who are like this, who, you know, and they can't get off that hamster wheel. But it all starts from making that conscious decision. These two are proper work tonight. Right, come on, behave, you two. But yeah, it literally all starts from making that. This is why I say consciousness is our canvas, because you are the artist and the architect of your reality, and it's up to you through thought, which is what? The generator, or which is what? Your heart, the operator, which is emotion, and D, destroyer, which is what? Your body. G-O-D, generator, operator. Generator is your thought, operator, heart, which is your emotion, which is a feeling. D, destroyer, which is your body. G-O-D, you are God, because God resides in you. So never forget this, guys. You know what I mean? You can do anything in life, but it all starts from believing within that you already are that greatest version of yourself. And then step by step, the universe will start to change your life for you, as long as you are co-creating with it. So yeah, I think we'll leave it at that. But this is just a shout out to everyone, and also massive shout out to everyone, new subscribers and everyone. I'm noticing the numbers ticking up. From the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of my heart, I really do appreciate it. And you know, onwards and upwards, because this is my full-time gig now, guys, doing this channel. So yeah, but I think we'll leave it at that. But from me, Padster and Willow, I hope you have a fantastic day. Love you loads. Peace.